What is going on, guys? Predator458 here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back in the mighty Iowa. They haven't had the best game so far tonight. Mostly, just bad luck. Always managing to find the majority of the enemy team, so... On top of that, my internet connection has been particularly shitty tonight. I'm sure many of you, if you have watched my videos, you notice that I get quite a bit of lag. This was brought up by one of my newer subscribers. Unfortunately, I stay in South Africa, so I play on the EU server, which is the closest server to me and gives me the best ping. At best, my ping is around 200, 220 or so, but tonight, it's been spiking all over the place and it's been quite irritating, so it hasn't been at the best of night so far. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to hop back into the Iowa and I'm going to take that out for a spin, and I'm going to see if maybe this is going to be the ship that's going to improve my fortunes tonight. On top of that, we got a Fuso. He's at a shitty angle, but we don't have anyone else to shoot at, and he's just disappeared, so I don't know, big lag spike there, we'll fire somewhere like that. I don't know, we'll see what we get. But in terms of channel news, someone's saying it's just an Iowa. Yeah, and I am the only one, but as you can see we have more ships. Better than the Yamato. I don't know about that. I haven't actually, ever since I got the Iowa, I haven't actually played in any tier 10 games. Always been tier 9 or lower, which has been quite nice. But anyways, on to channel news. In my last video, I thanked all the new people who subscribed to my channel. We had quite a few, about between 6 and 8 in a week, which is quite awesome. So we got this enemy battleship. We're going to stagger them a little bit and see if we can get some good hits on him. But yeah, we had about 6 or 8 last week, which was quite awesome. So we're going to turn away and see if we can get those to miss. But that basically brought my subscriber total to 29. Well, the good news is we had one more, so we're now at the big 30. PewDiePie, you better watch out, son. I'm coming for you. Now, obviously, we're still a small channel, but it's great. It's really awesome when people decide to stick around. And again, big thank you to everyone. On top of that, this is actually going to be my channel's 50th video. I started it. Let's switch targets back to the battleship. He looks like he's going quite slowly, so we'll just lead a little bit. When I started the channel, it was end of January. My first video went live, and how do those do? Nice 4 hits and a citadal for 17,500. Very nice. Started the channel end of January or so, and this video will now be my 50th video that has gone online. I'd like to try and do 3 videos a week if possible, sort of slightly flexible schedule, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays, but I do this for fun, and he's turned away and he's going a little bit faster than we expected. But I only put up videos when I have them, and when I was doing a lot of War Thunder content, I thought that was a bit easier to get good games. The matches were quicker, generally, not all the time, but also I have a lot more experience in War Thunder, so there's fire on that Cleveland, I think. So generally I had more experience, was better at that game. I still don't think I'm not terrible at World of Warships, I don't think. You guys will have to let me know, but I'm by no means incredibly experienced in this game. And that battleship disappeared, unfortunately. And in War Thunder I've got I haven't played in a while, but the last time I checked, see if was hoping those would just sneak over, but when I fired there was a bit of lag, and then I zoomed out and saw that there was no way they were going to get over that hill. I mean, in War Thunder, I've got something stupid like 950 hours. So obviously, I got a lot more experience in that game. It's generally, I think, easier to do better in War Thunder. Obviously, there's a big element of skill in this game, but there is also a lot of RNG, which you don't necessarily have in War Thunder. If you shoot at a plane and you're on target, you're going to hit them. You're not going to, roll the dice and your shell's going to go everywhere. So that was generally a little bit easier to keep up to. Yeah, this other guy, what's that, Tribunal? He's also lagging quite a bit, but probably not quite as badly as we are tonight. And we take one hit, but you can see it here, it just bounces harmlessly off our armor. So, obviously I think War Thunder is probably still going to eventually be a big part of the channel. Right now, World of Warships is what is new and what is interesting, so that's kind of what I'm leaning towards playing at the moment. Now, just slowing down to half speed to try and stay in the cap circle and cap C for our team. You can see we've lost a cruiser and a destroyer, they've lost a battleship, but they did have 2 more ships than us already, so yeah, it's not going terribly well. And we've got a Cleveland over there who has now shot at us and reset our cap. So we're going to begin our turn and see if we can maybe cap before we go out. I'm not going to come to a complete standstill just to cap, because that is suicide. But I mean, so as long as, if I have 3 good games a week, or 3 good games that I remember to record, I'll definitely put it up, but a little bit flexible at the moment and not quite sticking to the 3. So this US cruiser has set us on fire, so we're going to put that out and begin to return the favor with our 16 inches of freedom. Another citadel hit for 13.5. 16 inches of freedom could be a really good porn star name if you're exceptionally well hung and from America. Just a thought. Use it, don't use it, whatever. So we managed to hit him again, I think, and those we'll fire one more time, a 1300 hit, so nothing too special. So we've got D pretty much locked down. I got another hit on him, but I don't know what the damage was. So we're gonna turn to starboard, because I think, yeah, we got a lot of ships there, and maybe we're gonna have to go around this island on our port side and towards our carriers, because we can see 2 destroyers on their way to ruin our carrier's day. So we've locked our guns on a relative bearing, so they will turn around by themselves. Because I very often, I look around with my mouse all the time, which often messes with the aim. I know you hold down, in case you didn't know, you hold down the right mouse button and you can free look, and it doesn't affect the aim of your guns, but I don't tend to do that too often. So we've got this carrier in front of us. We're going to have to turn a bit towards the island and avoid a collision with him. And we're going to go and see. This is a little bit dangerous. Maybe not the smartest move. I don't know. We're going to have to see how it works out, because there's 2 destroyers. We do have a cruiser there. But obviously, if there's one thing destroyers excel at, it's ruining a battleship's day when a battleship is foolish enough to stray too close. And we're straying pretty close. Only time will tell if we're being a little bit foolish. So we've managed to avoid a collision with that guy. Wasn't particularly difficult. But you never know what people are going to do. So we got the first destroyers 10.5 kilometers out. The other one is less than 8 kilometers. So that's going to be interesting. At least we will have the assistance of our fairly decent secondary guns to help us out. And fire maybe out there, see what those do. And we got 2 hits for 2700. And what is this carrier doing? Nice bit of lag there. I guess we can be a shield for our carrier, any torpedoes that come his way. And we've now assigned him as a target for our one hit. Really? Is that all we got? That's embarrassing. But we've assigned him as a target for our secondary guns, and they seem to be doing some pretty good work on him. We are going to take one hit, so we can live with that. And our secondaries have finished him off. Very nice. And we got some torpedo planes. Enemy Cleveland, 9.1 kilometers out. I don't know if that's maybe not enough. And yeah, that was fired a bit behind him. So I haven't been playing this ship too much since my last video. So I'm sure my aim is a wee bit off. And what do we have here? 8 kilometers away from an enemy cruiser. And it is an Iowa, so he does have torpedoes, so this is not an ideal situation, to be honest. And he's coming at us head-on, which gives us a very difficult target to hit. And those spliced him. Let's fire again. Do we get anything with that? One hit for 1300. He's now within secondary gun range, so we're going to start lighting him up. And I want to hold fire until he turns, because he is going to have to turn to hit us with his torpedoes. And there the turn comes. The first salvo, too high, 1300. Second salvo, citidal, very nice, nearly 15,000 damage. So we're now going to slam it into reverse because we know what he's about to do. Those kind of went all over the place. Another single hit for 1300. And our secondaries are laying into him. And there is his torpedoes. We're going to start turning in towards them. Fire again. Do we finish him off? No, amazingly enough. But we did just manage to miss his spread of torpedoes. So that was quite nice, I have to say. That was extremely dangerous for us, but also for him. So 4 planes shot down, very nice. The AA capabilities of this Iowa is just ridiculous sometimes. And we got a torpedo squadron in front of us. And an enemy cruiser. I tried to fire there, but my guns, unfortunately I do have the upgrade on my guns to increase the rate of fire, which does slow the traverse rate of the turrets. So I was actually turning too fast for my guns to stay on target. And it looks like we're going to take one. We're on fire, but we will wait to see if there's flooding. And there isn't, so we'll put it all out. And I'm not entirely sure what this aircraft carrier is doing, to be honest. 7 kilometers away from a battleship. But we'll take it, ladies and gentlemen. We will take it. Now, we do have armor piercing loaded, unfortunately, which, I mean, can give you citadel hits, but you're more likely to just overpen them, especially at this range. So the one thing is a problem is that he is incredibly close, so you can just keep launching planes. And we are going to take another torpedo, and this one has caused flooding and damaged, I'm guessing, a secondary gun, because all 3 main batteries are still perfectly fine. So we're going to heal up. Since we can't get rid of the flooding just yet, we may as well give us some more health to play with. And we're actually very close to winning, which is nice. And he's tried to stop behind this island, but he's just peeking out just in time for our high explosive shells to be ready to give him some good old American freedom. And that was a bloody nice spread, and we got 1 citadel hit. And our secondaries are now going to start opening up on him. Our rear turret is now ready. I had to click twice to fire there. I'm not sure what happened. And we got more torpedoes coming in. We'll take another one. We're down to 35,000 health. We can live with it. And there we go. We finish them off, and we win the match for our team. So I'm quite pleased. That was quite an interesting match, I do have to say. Found myself in positions that I don't normally find myself in a battleship. I try to avoid being less than 8 kilometers away from a destroyer, and I don't normally get that close to aircraft carriers. But as you can see, we won, and it was a pretty good result. So we got 35 hits with our main guns, 29 aircraft shot down, critically damaged ships twice, destroyed 3 enemy vessels, we set ships on fire twice, and we got 4 citadel hits for 386,770 silver, 4,779 research, and 2,039 free research, and then we got Confederate. And on the team, yeah, we came first place for the team. Not bad at all. We got just under 75,000 AP damage, not the best, but you know, what can you do? 16,000 HE damage, 6,000 from setting people on fire, and 20,000 damage with our secondary guns. So not a bad match when all is said and done. I quite enjoyed that. As I said, there were some unique experiences in that match that I'm not quite familiar with dealing with in a battleship, but we came through pretty well, I think. Certainly 3 ships destroyed is never a bad thing. We had that interesting encounter with the Iowa where we were able to fool him and just dodge his torpedoes. But anyways, that is it for this video on the Iowa. I'm sure there'll be more to come in the future as I work my way towards the Tier 10 Montana. But if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below and maybe consider subscribing for more World of Warships content, as well as some War Thunder fairly soon, because I think I really need to get back into that game. But anyways, that is it from me today. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Predator 458 signing off, and I will see you guys next time.